All I can say is us women, we've got it harder, but we are special, right? We are talking about women's health at risk because of alcohol. Just one alcoholic drink a day can cause heart disease. They came out with a study that young to middle-aged women, we're not even talking about older women who drink more than one alcoholic beverage a day, on average, were more likely to develop coronary heart disease and than people who drink less, according to a new research study by Kaiser Permanente. And the study in the women, they reported drinking 8 or more alcoholic drinks per week were 33 to 51% more likely to develop coronary heart disease. And women who binge drink 3 alcoholic beverages per day were 68% more likely to develop coronary heart disease than those who drank in moderation. The study uses data from over 432,000 adults ages 18 to 65, and the link between alcohol and coronary heart disease proved to be especially strong among women versus men. Like I said, us women, we have a harder time with certain things. We're more adversely affected by alcohol, and it's no surprise because we're special. We got a lot more going on. Just like when we try to lose weight versus our male counterparts, they just do it, right? It's super easy. We got a lot of hormones going on. We got a lot of other things going on. We're more adversely affected than men by a lot of things like cigarettes, pharmaceutical drugs, bottle of beer or a glass of wine. So you got to take a step back, right? I'm only the messenger. I enjoy drinking, but I've stopped because I've felt so good with doing what I do now that it doesn't do me any good anymore. So that's where I want to get you, where I want to get you to not need it, because it's not just the heart disease that the alcohol causes, but there's so many other effects just from 1 to 2 drinks a week. Listen to this. Alcohol increases stress, right? We think we're drinking to lower our stress, but actually it is increasing your stress. But just by 2 to 3 drinks a week will lead to an increase in cortisol, the fat storing hormone, from the adrenals when someone is not drinking. So when you're not drinking, your cortisol is up from those drinks that you had the night before or even 2 nights before. What does cortisol do? Packs on the pounds because you're under stress. Your body doesn't know if you are going to have a famine, if you are being chased by a tiger, or if you're just stressed because you drank some alcohol. So it stores body fat around your great and expensive organs, your liver and your kidneys and your tummy. And that's what it's going to do. And especially for perimenopause and menopausal women, the adrenals are already being so tapped because it's taking over some more productions of hormones that the ovaries used to do, as your ovaries are now dying during menopause. So alcohol will increase that stress on your body even more as you get older. Alcohol has empty calories. We know that, right? There's no nutritional value. That's a no-brainer. But it also shuts off fat burning. So alcohol will halt all the fat burning in order to burn the alcohol first. There is no storage place for alcohol in the body. So as soon as it comes in, the body says, stop. Do everything you can to burn the alcohol before the carbs, the protein, and the fats. It will also cause liver damage, and that's going to inhibit your fat burning because the liver does the fat burning, right? And we've talked about the fact that our livers are suffering in general, with or without alcohol. The spike protein has affected it. We're not burning our fat and our protein or metabolizing our fat and our protein like we used to because of all of the toxins, the spike protein and the radiation. And now you add in the alcohol, your body says, I give up, right? Okay. Alcohol also increases estrogen dominance in men and women. Do you men have man boobs? Are you getting it up in the morning like you used to? It is affecting your hormones and your testosterone. Alcohol increases small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which increases estrogen dominance. It increases estrogen on its own, and it increases the conversion from testosterone into estrogen in men and women. Us women, we have more testosterone than estrogen, just not as much as men. We need that testosterone for energy, for drive, for fat burning. So important. And if you're gaining weight, out of nowhere, that could be estrogen. Estrogen can be a fat storing hormone. Testosterone, fat burning hormone. Alcohol causes liver damage. We talked about this. It is increasing fatty liver. Processed foods increases fatty liver, right? But alcohol does as well. And alcohol is processed in the liver. So that is going to also affect the ability to convert thyroid hormone T4 into the active thyroid hormone T3. So then you're going to have a slower metabolism. You're also going to have an inhibited fat metabolism, like we just talked about. You're not going to be able to utilize your protein that you're taking in, and you're not going to be able to filter the toxins that we are being bombarded with. So your metabolism slows down, weight gain increases, inflammation increases, and chronic diseases result, including coronary heart disease. And this is when you're not drinking, right? Okay, alcohol enters all the cells. It even crosses the blood-brain barrier. A lot of the hard drugs don't even do that. Alcohol is worse than some of the hard drugs like cocaine and heroin getting to the brain. So that is something to think about. It destroys the microbiome. Your microbiome is essential for nutrient absorption, for fat burning, for increasing serotonin and dopamine. So as you're drinking, you're killing off the ability to make the happy hormones that are leading you to want to drink the next time. Right? So you are going to have mood disorders, depression, anxiety when you're not drinking. And it causes leaky gut. So as it's affecting the microbiome, it is ripping apart your gut barrier. And then you're not going to have nutrition absorption. You're going to have weight gain, autoimmune disease, mood disorders, inflammation, and all of that stuff. And alcohol on its own increases inflammation throughout the whole body. It increases the pro-inflammatory cytokines, and they're allowed to pass into the brain as well. So the symptoms are not just short-term, they're long-term. They can cause long-term damage. And alcohol tricks your brain into wanting more alcohol. Imagine that. So it's this vicious cycle. And it increases impulsive behavior. If you've got an angry drunk or an angry drinker in your family, it's not just that they're angry or impulsive when they're drinking. They actually become more impulsive when they're not drinking. So what's the solution, right? Because I don't want to take out your joy. I don't want you to feel like you're depressed. Your dopamine and serotonin and GABA are on the floor. You're super stressed. We're all super stressed during this period of time. And I don't want to take the fun out of your life. So I've put together my Ascent Diet Cleanse. And for so many reasons, it's good for you. But for one more reason, it's minimizing the withdrawal symptoms from abstaining from alcohol. It increases dopamine, GABA, and serotonin. It provides increased physical and mental energy. Day one, it's detoxing your liver and all of your cells in the body from not just alcohol, but from the toxins, the radiation, the processed foods, the linoleic acid we've talked about. And it's helping eliminate the alcohol cravings. I actually have on my YouTube channel, there's a testimonials from the Ascent Diet Cleanse. And one of the guys was a total druggie. He was on the streets. He turned his life around. He made some money. And he goes, Sarah, I can't even enjoy my money now because I'm suffering from the side effects of all my hard drugs and the alcohol. So he did the cleanse and he goes, Sarah, you give me my life back. And it took away not just the alcohol cravings, but the sugar cravings, and gave him energy, improved his mood, and gave him his life back. So in the cleanse, you've got the accelerated keto, increases ATP, increases mitochondrial health, turns your body into fat burning mode. You can intermittent fast while detoxing the body, reducing inflammation, healing the leaky gut, resetting the neurotransmitters. So you get that, and that ATP is what we're after. Increasing mitochondrial health. We are suffering from mitochondrial failure, and that's the reason for all of these diseases. And then after, in addition to the accelerated keto, you have the accelerating iodine. Accelerating iodine is going to help you with mitochondrial failure. The number one reason for mitochondrial failure is iodine deficiency, and we are all deficient unless you are taking accelerating. It increases ATP by 18 times. It helps detox the cells and help with nutrient absorption, increases metabolism, thyroid health, caloric burn, brain function, fat burning, increases that fat oxidation, and so much more. And so as your thyroid's working, your metabolism's up, your energy's up, you're going to just feel good. You don't want to drink. And that's where I'm at. And like I said, I'm just the messenger. I'm not against drinking, but for me, I'm not doing it because I feel so good without it. The accelerated cellular detox powder soaks up all of that alcohol. So even if you are having a drink, take your detox powder afterwards. It soaks up the toxins, so it's not going to hit your whole body, and you actually feel good when you wake up. It reduces inflammation, helps with bloat and regularity, but now with the chitosan in it, it helps absorb some of the fat that you're eating and takes it out of your body, so it helps with weight loss as well, reduces all the inflammation throughout the body. And in the cleanse, you do a liver flush, right? So our livers are bombarded. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is through the roof right now. So even if you're not a drinker, you probably have fatty liver. And if you are drinking, your liver is even suffering more. So I recommend doing the liver cleanse at least 3 to 4 times a year. I do it more and I feel so good every time I do it. My energy shoots up. I feel my metabolism go up. I feel my thyroid take another jump up. And it's because your body needs that liver to process everything in this world of 2024. And it's just getting harder. 5G, smart meters, the GMOs, the glyphosate, the lead, the mercury, the toxins, the forever chemicals that I talked about that are in our skincare. All of that stuff is just filling up our fat cells, and our fat cells are overstuffed with all of these toxins. And it says, I can't fit any more in it. And that's lowering your ATP and your mitochondrial health. And you'll get stuck eating 1,000 calories a day and gaining weight because your body is not working for you. So the Ascent Diet Cleanse will not just help with your heart health, because remember, heart disease is insulin resistance at the heart. Insulin resistance at the liver is diabetes. Insulin resistance at the ovaries is PCOS. Insulin resistance at the brain is Alzheimer's dementia. So all of these things are related. So hopefully this was helpful for all of you, and take another second moment as you're going to take that drink and ask yourself, why are you drinking? Is it for social reasons? Is it to keep up with the Joneses? Is it for stress? What is it? Because there's an alternative. And I still have fun with people without drinking. It can be done, believe me. When you have energy physically and mentally, you don't need it. Thanks for tuning in today. If I can help you with your health issues, or you're overwhelmed and don't know where to start, feel free to reach out to me at sarabantahealth.com. I'm here to put together a protocol for you, and join my free group coaching on Telegram. Like-minded people will support you. There's no downside. I share daily tips and tools to improve your health and answer your questions, and the people in that group is amazing. There's more information on my site, sarabantahealth.com. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products, and you can catch this podcast on over 100 platforms, including Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. Just search for Accelerated Health TV and Radio Show. And remember, I'm live every Monday and Tuesday, so join me there. You can use coupon WELCOME10 to get 10% off site-wide on your first order. Thanks for joining us here, and have a great week.